Hi, everybody. What's up? It's me, Jessica, your health fitness program manager from McLean, and I'm going to guide you through a seated lit workout today because I'm dealing with a little bit of this action. And I don't know about you, but for me, when I cannot work out, I'm like losing my mind. So today I'm going to bring you a seated lit workout. Let's go ahead, find a place that you can sit down, or if you want to stand, you're more than welcome to. But I'm going to begin by warming up the shoulders with a couple of shoulder rolls. So my feet are firmly planted on the floor, and I'm sitting closer to the edge of this bench. But if you don't have a bench at home and you just have a chair to sit on, that's absolutely fine. Go ahead, change the direction of your shoulder circles. And if you feel like you'd get a better range of motion or more into things with some individual shoulder circles, then I absolutely encourage you to perhaps switch to some of these slightly sexy shoulder circles. And the option to go once again in the back direction and then just simply shake it out. Feet still firmly planted, lower belly drawn in. Let's inhale our arms all the way up overhead. Stretching up from the waist, so still shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, relax your arms back down by your side. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, arms all the way up. Nice and slow, full range of motion. And then exhale, arms down. Belly still drawn in. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Let's keep our arms up there this time. Right hand comes down by your side in a big reach and stretch and elongating the left side of the body. And then inhale, lift yourself up. Left side comes down, a big reach and stretch, elongating the right side of the body. And you can find the stretch that's right for you. So maybe you turn your chest more towards the floor, or maybe the stretch that's right for you has you looking more up towards the ceiling and opening your upper back in a different way. So just move a couple times in the range of motion that feels good for you today. Just keep moving as slowly as you need to. And we're going to finish up opposite side that we started on. Great. Then lifting your chest, just a couple crosses of your arms in each direction. I'm using that exhale as my pinkies come a little bit closer towards each other. Still working to keep that lower belly pulled in nice and tight, keeping your back protected. And let's go ahead, bring your hands to your knees and take some rounding of your back. Chin tucked towards your chest. So we're just doing a little cat cow from here in our seat and then pulling your chest all the way forward, rounding your back. Elbows might even draw closer towards the back of the room. A couple more times with this just nice, gentle cat cows from a seated position, warming up your spine. Still getting some movement into your chest and shoulders. Hopefully you read the description before you sat down and you have a couple weights nearby. Let me tell you what's going on for move number one today, and you can keep cat cowing it out while I tell you what's coming your way. We're starting with a paloff press. So maybe a slightly heavier weight. We're going to squeeze the weight between the hands palms. You can let the head of the dumbbell rest on your thumbs. That's going to make it a little bit easier as opposed to trying to really squeeze the weight and finding more activation of your chest if your hands palms are a little bit lower versus allowing the head of the weight to rest on your thumbs. So with your chest lifted, shoulders rolled down and back, we're just going to press forward and then pull it right back in. You can have your fingers interlaced or you can just work on squeezing your hands palms. Let's go for it. 40 seconds of work or 1 minute of work. It's your choice in 3, 2, 1. So chest is nice and lifted. We got 4 moves today. Exhale as it goes forward. Inhale, bringing it back in. As I bring this weight back in, I'm bringing my arms close by my side. Chest is still staying lifted and lower belly is still staying engaged. Think about really squeezing your hands palms in towards each other, and that way you're going to get more activation of your chest. I'm going to stop at the 40 seconds this first time through, just so I can tell you about the next move that's coming. If you would like to keep going though, when this beat happens in 3, 2, 1, you can. Optional 20 additional seconds of work. Our next move is going to be a little shoulder to shoulder press. So starting with the weight at one shoulder, pressing up overhead, and then carefully bringing it to the opposite shoulder. We're going to start that in 5 seconds. So feet are still firmly planted, low belly in, shoulders away from your ears. And let's begin. Pressing up overhead. So I'm just trying to clear the top of my head. I'm keeping my core really tight so I'm not shifting my body a lot side to side as the weight is moving. And that way I'm really focusing more on getting those shoulders working. Shoulders are pretty tired today because yesterday was the first time since I hurt myself that I decided, Jessica, do some upper body work. You can do it. So I'm so proud of you for joining me today, for you getting some upper body work in. And maybe you're, 20 seconds more if you want, or you can take this rest right here. I'm going to switch to a slightly lighter weight for our next move. We got single arm tricep extension. So extending your arm up overhead. I like to bring my hand right at the top of the pec, which was just working. That helps me to, with control, keep my arm up there. Bicep stays by your ears. You bend at your elbow and then extend back up towards the sky. Ooh, my back is still feeling some tight challenges lately. I also think hurting my foot has really modified the ways that I've been sleeping, which can be a real challenge. So you're at home and you're being smart for your body today, whether that means that you're using a weight or you're just finding this range of motion. Really still trying to keep that elbow pointing up towards the ceiling and bicep by your ear so that as you do the tricep extension, things aren't extending out wide. I felt it there. You're working that tricep. Optional 20 additional seconds if you want to keep going. Otherwise, let me tell you about our fourth move. We'll get the other side tricep in round two. Fourth move is going to be knee drive. So a big exhale, driving your knee towards your chest. Maybe you even hold a weight right here at your chest. Just to make things a little bit more challenging, that exhale is what's going to help you fire up your core. So I am working to decrease the space between the low ribs and the hips. You could be moving a little bit faster, but I want you to make blah, blah, blah. I want you to make sure that you're moving with control. So even if you're moving a little bit faster, your breath is going to come a little bit faster. And if you want to keep moving nice and slow and stay engaged and be mindfully moving, that's wonderful too. If you want to stop at 40 seconds, here's that 40-second break. Otherwise, 20 additional seconds are an option for this seated crunch and knee drive. Do you remember what move number one is? It's the paloff press. We're coming back to that paloff press in 3, 2, 1. So grab your weight if you need to, lift your chest, find that press forward right at chest height. And we're bringing arms back by our side, elbows close by the side. Nice and smooth and steady. While your arms are out farther from your center line, that's when you're really going to feel a bit more challenged. How much extension can you find in your arms? Make sure you're not holding your breath. Oh, first, drop a sweat, gently starting to come down my back. Great work. We're so close. Woo, there's that 40 seconds if you need the rest at 40 seconds. Otherwise, we're going to keep going. Do you remember move number 2? It's our shoulder to shoulder press. That starts in just under 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2. So set yourself up, starting at one shoulder, pressing up overhead to the opposite shoulder. If you want a little bit more range of motion beyond just the shoulder to shoulder press, option to hold onto the heads of the dumbbell and go for an around the world. So I'm still trying to keep the weight really close to my head. This time elbows are stretching up, so triceps are also getting a little bit more bang for their buck, a little stretch through those arms. And if you don't like this around the world, you can stick here with your just shoulder to shoulder press. There's your 40 seconds. If you want to take a break, take a break. Otherwise, we can keep going for 20 seconds. Move number 3 is going to be the opposite side that you did last time for your tricep extensions. All right, I'm going to put this weight down. Here we go, 40 seconds. My hand comes to my chest to help me stay engaged. Bicep stays close by the ears. And you'll probably find that one arm is a little bit easier for you to lift, for you to engage with. I am right-handed, but I find my left side a little bit easier to create this movement with. That's also because I've been spending a lot of time lately working on opening the back left side of the body, and now I feel the tightness in the back right side of the body. What luck and joy. We're coming to the halfway point of the whole workout. If you need to stop here at 40 seconds, that was the beep. Otherwise, keep going. We got about 10 more seconds till we're going to find that knee drive march. My pinky is leading on the way up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze to get the tricep, the back of the arm. Awesome. Weight comes down or to your chest, alternating that knee drive. Maybe even add in a little rotation here, trying to bring your opposite elbow towards your knee. If that's too much for you, then just stick with this knee driving and maybe adding in that extra little bit of a concerted crunch. Or you can make it a combo of all of those things. Make sure you're using your breath though. That exhale is what's going to help you to activate those lower abs. 40 seconds is right there. So take that pause if you want. We are at that halfway point as soon as we finish this move. 2 more times through so we can get both of those arms triceps. Move number 1, back to that paloff press in 3, 2, 1. Chest lifted, shoulders rolled down and back, finding that press forward and that squeeze back in. I have my fingers separate so I can focus on that pressure through the hands palms, a little extra activation of the chest that I think I lose out a little when my fingers are interlaced because then I allow the head of the dumbbell to rest on my thumbs. Still doing some work, just not quite the same work. So you're doing what works though for you today. Remember, it's not all or nothing. It is what can we do today. Oop, there's that 40 seconds. If you want or need the break, go for it. We're only going to do this move one more time. Next up, let's come back to that shoulder to shoulder press. Yeah. Are you feeling that in your upper body? I know I am. Okay, shoulder to shoulder press. Sticking with just the shoulder to shoulder press for me this round. And I'll come back to that around the world as we make it to round 4. I know you can hear me breathing, and I hope that you're still breathing at home too. Keeping that core pulled in tight, keeping that spine nice and straight, crown of your head stretching up towards the ceiling. We're doing it. We're doing it. Boots be darned. Can still make it happen. Awesome. If you want or need that rest here at 40 seconds, that was your beep. Otherwise, we're coming back to that first arm tricep extension. In 3, 2, grab your weight for your tricep extension. Here we go. Ooh. Things are definitely a lot tighter for me on this side. So you can see me moving a little bit more slowly. My hand is just here at my chest to help me find some control. I personally find that when my hand is not at my chest, that my arm starts to really do its own thing. So this just little tap right here, I'm going to stop at the 40 seconds just because things aren't feeling their best in my back. But you still have 15 seconds if you choose to take them. And then we're going to come back to that knee drive march again. In 3, 2, 1. So finding that knee drive march. Remember, you have the option to add in that twist. So we're getting that good upper body work, some core work right here. That way, when we feel better as the weather takes a turn, we are going to be ready to shovel some snow or to at least walk really carefully through the inclement weather of this winter. Awesome. There's the 40 seconds if you want to take your rest. We got 4 minutes of work left to go. One more time coming at you with this paloff press in less than 10 seconds. All right. So set yourself up, shoulders down and back at the edge of your seat because it's so exciting. Here we go. Chest down, lats engaged. That big muscle in your back is pulling down towards your hips and your low belly is still drawn in. So close, so close. If you're going to take that break at 40 seconds, it's coming up in 3, 2. There's that 40-second break if you need it. Otherwise, let's keep going. Last 20 seconds to find this paloff press together today. Keep your shoulders rolled down and back. Keep that belly pulled in. Form first and take that extra break if your form is really not there right now. We got our last time through of this either around the world or you're coming back to that shoulder to shoulder press. Our minute has started. This one's really great for an amazing hair day. So I'm still taking my time here. It's not a race. It is a range of motion. 40 seconds if you want to take that rest, or if you wanted to just switch for the last 20 seconds to the opposite of what you were just doing, you can. We're going to get that final side tricep extension right after this. Awesome. So grab your weight last time through. Extend that arm up overhead, bicep by your ear, just bending at the elbows and extend. A little bend and extend. Keeping that head up and back. So we're trying not to hinge forward with your head too much, especially as you're getting tired here towards the end. You can do it. We're so close. We got about 1 minute of work left to go. If you're taking a break at 40 seconds, it's here. Ooh. Get ready. It's our last time through for our seated march. So maybe you're going to bring your weight to your chest. Maybe you're going to put your weight down. It's our last time to exhale, crunch, and decrease the space between your lower ribs and your hips. Maybe you even keep that knee driving towards your nose for the full length of your exhale for a little extra engagement in your abs. It's our last time through. Ooh, feel that in the hip flexors a little as well as that knee is driving. If you care to take the break at 40 seconds, That beep is happening right now. Otherwise, here's our last 20 seconds to move together for today. Great. We did it. Go ahead, put your weight down. Give yourself a couple rolls of your shoulders, whether it's both together or back to those individual sexy shoulder rolls. Inhale your arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, relax your arms down by your side. One more time, that big inhale of arms up overhead. This time, keeping them there, same thing we did in our warm up. Relax, release that right hand down. Bring a big stretch, left arm up and overhead. Inhale back up towards the sky, left arm down, big stretch of right arm up overhead. One more time in each direction. And then bring your hands back to your knees. We're taking that cat-cow. So chin tucked towards your chest, rounding through your back, and then pulling your chest forward, shoulders away from your ears. A couple more times with this cat-cow. Last time together. Drag your fingers behind your back, stretch your knuckles all the way down towards the floor. Maybe your hands even come away from your back, big stretch into your chest, into those shoulders. Go ahead, bring your hands to one side. As I bring my hands to one side, I'm going to tuck my chicken wing back behind me, shoulders away from your ears, low belly pulled in. One more big breath here, and then knuckles down towards the floor. Bring your hands to the opposite side, and then tuck your chicken wing in back behind you. Awesome. Release your hands, interlace your fingers in front of you, push your palms forward. One more time, inhale your arms up overhead. As you release your hands, stretch out to the opposite walls, fingers flex towards your face, maybe even a wiggle of your fingers, and then back to your face one more time. Big stretch into your wrist, into your forearm, and on your exhale, relax your hands down and just take a few more breaths. Beautiful. That's all the time that we have together for today. I hope you'll join me a little later this afternoon while we'll roll around on the floor and do some yin yoga. Till then, I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody. Hobble, hobble, hobble.